Sebastian the Blue Squid's Christmas Miracle. The biting December wind howled through the shattered remnants of the French village, carrying with it the distant sound of gunfire. Snow blanketed the ground, muffling footsteps and casting a pale glow in the moonlight. Sebastian, or Blue, as his platoon affectionately called him, adjusted his helmet and scanned the quiet streets. Sebastian wasn't like the others. Beneath his layers of GI-issued winter gear was a shimmering, blue-skinned humanoid alien with tentacle-like appendages disguised as fingers and eyes that glowed faintly under the cover of night. He had come to Earth not as an invader, but as an observer, a traveler seeking to understand humanity in its most defining moments. And what moment could be more telling than a world at war? "Hey, Blue, you gonna help me fix this thing, or what?" barked Corporal Dawson, pointing to the platoon's broken radio. Sebastian crouched down and inspected the device. His tentacle-like fingers flexed beneath his gloves, itching to unleash his natural abilities. He reached into his pack, pulled out a few odds and ends, and tinkered with the radio. In minutes, static crackled to life. "There you go," Sebastian said in his deep, resonant voice. Dawson smirked. "I don't know how you do it, but you're a wizard, Blue." Sebastian simply nodded, his glowing eyes dimming as he focused on the sounds coming through the radio. Christmas music played faintly, a bittersweet reminder of the world beyond the battlefield. He noticed the weary faces of his comrades as they gathered near the fire, their thoughts likely drifting to families and homes far away. The village had been evacuated weeks ago, but a few brave souls had returned, including a small group of children who peeked out from a crumbling house. Sebastian's heart, or its alien equivalent, ached for them. He watched as Sergeant Collins handed the children what little food they could spare. "Not much of a Christmas," Collins muttered. Sebastian had never celebrated Christmas, but he understood its significance. A holiday of hope, generosity, and light in the darkest times. It resonated with him. Perhaps he thought he could give his new friends and these children something to remember. That night, while the others slept, Sebastian worked. He scoured the village for scrap metal and broken machinery, his alien physiology allowing him to manipulate and fuse materials with precision. Using his bioluminescence, he crafted glowing ornaments and hung them on the skeletal remains of a fir tree. He repaired toys he found among the rubble, reshaping them into something new. By dawn, the once abandoned square shimmered with light and life. When the soldiers and villagers awoke, their gasps of awe filled the air. The children ran to the glowing tree, their laughter breaking the solemn silence of the war-torn village. The soldiers stared, their faces a mix of joy and disbelief. "Blue," Collins said, clapping him on the shoulder. "I don't know how you did this, but you're a miracle worker." Sebastian smiled, his glowing eyes twinkling like the stars above. But the moment was interrupted by the rumble of approaching engines. A German patrol was heading their way. Panic spread among the group. The soldiers scrambled to defend the village, while the villagers rushed to hide. Sebastian stepped forward. He could not allow this moment of peace to be destroyed. Removing his helmet, he revealed his true form. Gasps of shock rippled through the soldiers, but before they could react, Sebastian raised his glowing hands. With a pulse of energy, he created an impenetrable fog that cloaked the village. Through the mist, Sebastian moved with otherworldly speed and precision, disabling the patrol's vehicles and scattering the enemy soldiers. By the time the fog cleared, the threat was gone, and the village remained untouched. The soldiers stared at Sebastian, their faces a mix of fear and awe. Collins stepped forward. "You saved us," he said. "Doesn't matter what you are. You're one of us." The others nodded, their gratitude outweighing their shock. Sebastian smiled again, his heart full in a way he had never experienced. For the first time, he felt like he belonged. That Christmas day, amidst the ruins of war, a strange and wonderful figure brought light and hope to a small corner of the world. The soldiers and villagers sang carols, shared stories, and gave thanks for the miracle that was Sebastian the Blue Squid, the alien GI who taught them that even in the darkest of times, the spirit of Christmas could shine bright.